Hi everyone and welcome to the rabbit hole. Pornography is the mass castration of divine masculine energy. Did you know that in Canadian prisons, inmates have some nights of pizza and porn? It is easy to understand that this is a mechanism to sedate the incarcerated population, a violent and hypermasculine population. A fatal man can ejaculate between 15 and 250 million sperm. You can observe this immense masculine power when analyzing the difference between an ox and a bull. The bull is a powerful, hypermasculine animal. Ernest Hemingway, the famous writer, wrote a beautiful book called The Death in the Afternoon about the ceremony and traditions of Spanish bullfighting, published in 1932. It also contains a deeper contemplation of the nature of fear, courage, masculinity, war, and death. Hemingway recounts that in his travels through Spain, he saw bulls charge locomotives. When bulls enter the arena, the bulls are virgins. They haven't wasted their masculine essence even once. You cut the bull's testicles, it becomes an ox, a tame animal easy to control. If the ox were a human, it would live with his parents, order takeaways, and spend his time playing video games at home. This is the dichotomy for the 21st century man. Bulls are dangerous and difficult to control. Oxen are quite the opposite. This is why pornography has been introduced into popular culture as a control mechanism. It is cheap, practically free, accessible from anywhere, and quick. You don't have to wait. Some men could very well die masturbating while watching porn in their room and do nothing else with their lives, as if they were rats in a cage, pressing a button connected to their dopamine receptors to receive a reward. In ancient times, kings had their own harem. Alexander the Great had up to 450 concubines and several wives throughout his empire. To restrict access to their females, kings used castrated guards to watch over them. Nowadays, with men abandoned to masturbation and free pornography, we are witnessing a massive castration on a planetary level. So think about the 10% of the top male population. Do you really think they're wasting their time watching porn? Napoleon Hill, in his well-known book, Think and Grow Rich, included a chapter dedicated to the transmutation of sexual energy. Hill interviewed 500 of the richest men in the early 20th century, and all of them used this sexual transmutation technique. Sexual transmutation begins by denying this discharge of masculine energy to turn that desire into success, money, and real power. Sexual energy, especially masculine, is one of the greatest forces in the universe. It allows men to think like a god, lead like a king, and work like a slave, all to achieve his goals. You could become a genius with creative imagination, which most people never use, not even once in their lifetimes. So don't give in to delivering your sexual energy to any woman who appears, or wasting it on dating apps or pornography. Don't waste your sexual energy just for pleasure. Save it for risk, danger, battle, adventure, to conquer your goals. Men have achieved incredible goals throughout history. We have explored the Earth and space, created the atomic bomb, split the atom, created tons of literature, submarines, skyscrapers. I bet all those men did it all for someone they love. So don't waste your time and energy watching porn. Seek your inner light, be inspired by a real woman. If a man spends his time masturbating while watching porn and has hundreds of actresses and scenes in his brain, he'll have trouble getting an erection with a real woman. In fact, he won't even call that girl, talk to her, or go out with her. Is that what you call a man? This man can invent anything, has no creative energy, and cannot be effective in his work or have a purpose in life. So start thinking of yourself as a battery with a limited number of ejaculations, heartbeats, and breaths. Don't waste your precious time in your room masturbating. In the last days of the Roman Empire, the Romans had legendary feasts where they ate until full, forced vomiting, and ate again. They also had orgies where men and women mingled in a nest of sex snakes. This was the decline of an empire that was once intolerant when it was great and gradually became tolerant. The barbarians arrived in a once intolerant society. The orgy ended in blood. Like oxen, men today are giving away their sexual energy to pornography that satisfies their hunger to succeed. Men are settling for less, renouncing power, wealth, success, all aspirations that make men men. I'm not saying that you should aspire to be the most successful man in the world or the most powerful, but it is not worthy of a man to settle or give up.